So what's going on, guys? It's Captain America. Hope you guys are well, and thank you so much for coming onto this channel. So, as always, starting off with the match stats. So for this game we did win 4-0. It was a very strong performance from the boys. We did have 47% possession, but overall we had 16 shots in total compared to 3 from the opposition. For my side of things, I had a 9.6 match rating. I was playing as a centre forward again for this game, but I will be reverting back to centre back because it's one of those ones where I've got so much videos for now for centre forward that I just want to get it, over and done with, and then I'm back as a centre back tonight and hopefully, have some content to share with you guys for tomorrow and going forward. But again, for this game, 9.6 match rating, 1 goal, 1 assist. I had 17 passes, which were around 59% accurate, which wasn't great, to be honest with you. 19 dribbles completed at 84%, and then 6 shots taken at the 83%. Again, a very strong performance for the boys, a high-scoring game, 4-0. It could have been much more. We did hit the post twice. Unfortunate chances from Graham where he hit the post, and then Manetti with an overhead kick, again hitting the post. Let's say a strong performance from the defence side of things. Sergio was playing as a lone defence centre-back. We did have a clean sheet, so touche to him. And overall, from the team side of things, the lineup that we had was myself and Manetti as centre forwards. We had Yez playing as a cam, and then we had Graham as a centre mid, and then Sergio being the lone defender. Overall, everyone in the team did, let's say, contribute to either a goal or assist, so again, a fantastic performance from the boys. And when you do check out the game, the first goal was from a corner for Sergio to score. The second goal was done from Graham to Manetti, a nice little pass. The third goal was a lobbed ball from Yez to Manetti, and then the last goal, being a very good passing football, and then Yez passing over to myself. So again, a very good game. Do enjoy it. This is the style of play that we do embed within the team. Even if it's a case where we have 4 to 5 players to 11 players, we do play very fast counter-attacking football and pressing as well. So yeah, guys, just do enjoy. And what we're going to be really discussing around today's topic is, as you guys know, I am a Liverpool supporting fan. I've done analysis for the other teams, such as like Arsenal as well as Chelsea, United a bit as well, same with Tottenham. But I really want to go through and discuss more around like Liverpool, the preparation that they have for the season, the transfers that they've made, any future transfers that they're going to be making, and just a general talk around them. So, with Liverpool, we did have, a great season last year. I'm not going to say it was a bad season. I feel that, overall it was a fantastic season from the boys. As Liverpool, we played every single game possible that was available in, let's say, the competitions last season, which, of course, the physicality side of things, it is mentally and physically, exhausting. And for them to reach the finals of nearly every single opportunity and also to compete till the last game of the season in the Premier League, by just 1 point they lost that to Man City is just a phenomenal, feat. I do see this season being a bit more different. You've got the likes of Arsenal that have made some great signings, and they have been the highest spenders in this transfer market in the Premier League side of things so far, and they are looking at making many more acquisitions as well to strengthen up the team. They seem to be going into more of a Brazilian type of vibe because they're looking at this player from Leon Paqueta. I always say it wrong, his name, but he's come from AC Milan. He moved over to Leon, and I used to buy him at FIFA when I was playing career mode and even Football Manager because he reminded me of very similar, his attributes as well as his traits, similar to like a Firmino. He is an attacking midfielder. He hasn't been playing overly too good. But again, with the likes of Arsenal signing all of these Brazilians, it may be an opportunity that he might do well. He didn't do overly bad. He had 35 games last season in the French league. He had 9 goals and 6 assists. Again, not overly great, but moving to a club like Arsenal where they've made some very strong signings over this past, let's say, summer transfer market, looking at more acquisitions, especially at the front line. I feel that, there's going to be a good purchase for him. And, as mentioned, they're going for that Brazilian vibe. They've bought so many current players that are Brazilian, so I think it's going to be a good purchase for him moving over. And again, as mentioned, he's always reminding me of like a Firmino type of vibe, so that's going to be great for them. But again, with like Liverpool side of things, as mentioned, they've done so great within all of these competitions. And, the competition that we have now, in this current season, you've got Manchester United with a new manager. He's made some acquisitions and he's bringing a philosophy. As we've seen, Manchester United have been playing a very strong lineup in the friendlies. And that was always going to happen because the manager wants to understand what's going to be, his main, let's say, lineup. Of course, he's going to make some rotations here and there just to understand what chemistry goes well, who's better at what position, the depth that he has within the squad. It's always going to be very interesting. So it was understandable that he was going to be playing his, strong lineups for these friendlies, and they were going to win. Now, the case is going to be now for Manchester United to see how they're going to be progressing within the league. Not just within the league, but of course the cups and their positioning within, the Premier League as such. So, we've got competition happening from the United side of things, but again, not much competition. I think, they were lucky to even beat Liverpool 4-0 in the friendly. Again, the comparison of the teams. But again, once we're in the full season, let's see what happens. But, Ronaldo's now, on his way to training as well to have a discussion and talks with Ten Hag. He's proposed that he wants to leave. Ten Hag wants to keep him. There's conversations around who will United be, acquiring to the team and what strength that they're going to be making in positions. And that's what Ronaldo clearly mentioned and his views on why he wants to leave. So it will be interesting to see what his thoughts are and what does come out of, let's say, the news outlets once he's had the discussion with Ten Hag. If it's going to be a case where he said, look, I'm going to be staying at United, or it's a case where he's going to be looking elsewhere. But, it hasn't been great for him. Even the clubs that have been interested or rumoured to him, his wage cap is a bit too high, especially the age that he is in. Of course, he could bang in for a season or even 2 seasons max. A great goal-scoring opportunity and a player as well, especially the feet that he has. Compared to the likes of Messi, I feel that Ronaldo is accustomed to different leagues. He could, easily mould and do well in clubs, and that's been so. It's been shown in the clubs that he's gone to. He's gone to a variety of clubs. Messi, on the other hand, he's only been at Barca. He did move over to PSG, which, the signings that PSG had and the players that they have in general are world class. And for him not to embed in the team, it just shows that it's not really the age side of things. I think Messi should have moved a while back. It's just unfortunately he did leave Barca, but again, it's always been a question who's better, Ronaldo or Messi. But I've always based it on that Ronaldo's better due to the fact that he's moved to other clubs. He's been the top scorer for these clubs as well, and just a general player. What he's done with these clubs has been phenomenal. You've got the likes of Sporting, you've got Manchester United, you've got Real Madrid. Now he's back at, then he went to Juve for a bit and again done fantastic for them. So he's gone to all of these leagues. But Messi, he was in the Spanish league for so long, and now he went to the French league, and of course he didn't do that well. So with Ronaldo, even if he does go to Chelsea, even for a season, there'll be great strength for their lineup. Their number 9s haven't been great, as I've mentioned in my previous videos for Chelsea Football Club. They've got Werner now that you shouldn't really fall responsibility on him, especially you've got Sterling that's going to be diving like a little princess all over the floor. So, no, I think with Ronaldo, again, as mentioned in my previous videos, he will be the talk of this, transfer market and where he will move. If he does move along somewhere, even for a season to maybe Bayern, that will be a great opportunity. But Bayern as a club have strengthened up so much within the season. They've now got, Mane, they've got Gravenberch from Ajax, as well as another Ajax player on the right back side of things. I can never say his name, but he's a great little football manager and FIFA prospect. He's always been Mazraoui. I don't know how to say his name, but again, I do feel that Bayern may win the the Champions League. They've done very well to strengthen their side, and they're a club that I'm going to be very interested to see how they progress, not just in the Bundesliga, but of course in the European scene as well. But again, we've gone a bit more in terms of our talk away from the Liverpool side of things. So with Liverpool, they've made some really interesting acquisitions. You got Núñez, of course. They wanted a striker. With the likes of Mane leaving, of course they were going to look at a striker. Núñez coming from Benfica, who had a good season for them. Against Liverpool in the Champions Leagues, he did play some great football. He did score goals against us as well. Even in the pre-season side of things for Liverpool, he didn't really have a great start. But again, it's always going to take time to embed a player, not just in the team, but of course the philosophy and the ideology that is required from not just the manager, but in the team players as such as well. So, with Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp over the years, he's always been very slow to actually give players a chance, because he wants them to be comfortable and how do you say it, relaxed and, integrated within the game and the team itself before actually putting them on as a regular team starter. He done the same with Fabinho for a while. He came over from Monaco, he didn't play a couple of games, and then after that, he's been a dominant force in the defensive midfield side of things. And, Nunes, he did score 4 goals against Leipzig, but of course it was in the second half when he came on. There was a lot of changes, but again, the goals that he did score, apart from less of the penalty, were decently taken goals. And another player that I want to just highlight that I feel will do a great job this season for Liverpool is Carvalho. A very young prospect who's come from Fulham, a Portuguese player, great dribbler, not even a dribbler, but his one-touch football, his vision, his passing is just great for Liverpool, especially like the movement that he has. It does remind me of Felipe Coutinho when he was at Liverpool. And especially from the video highlights I've seen over the pre-season, I do feel that Carvalho will be a great acquisition for Liverpool. So, that type of position that he will be playing would be more like a cam or a midfielder role, where he could actually, penetrate the middle and dribble past the players as such. When he was at Fulham, he did have around 36 games overall. He scored around 10 goals and then 8 assists. So again, not just a goal scorer, but he also does assist, which is great as well. So, overall, when he does grow within the Liverpool team and grow over the years to come, it's going to be a fantastic prospect for Liverpool. And, they have been tending to sign like youthful players, and another youthful signing is on the right side of things for the right back position with Trent. Again, more like a backup for years to come. Only 18 years old, Scottish individual, Calvin Ramsey, who was playing as a first team starter for Aberdeen. He's a great prospect for the future, and it's good that he has had the first team opportunities, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that he does integrate a very similar play style to like Trent, especially like the wing back positions that we have seen over the past years, running up and down. And with Liverpool, both right back as well as left back do so much within the assisting side of things and the contributions that they apply for the assisting and the playmaking within the the team, and that's the play style that Liverpool have adopted. So that will be a good signing for the future, but I am a bit disappointed that we did sell, let's say, Nico Williams. Of course, with the age side of things and him wanting first team football, there's always going to be a case where he was going to look elsewhere. It's always going to be tough competing against Trent, who always surpasses his like assist record every season or so. So for him to move away is the only logical move, which is a great move to Nottingham Forest, by the way, because they've made some really phenomenal signings over this past transfer window as they look to stay in the Premier League. But we also saw Minamino, who was a goat within like, let's say, the cup scenes for Liverpool, scoring so many goals within every cup game that he played last season. Without him, we wouldn't have gotten into, let's say, the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup final. Still slightly disappointed that he did leave for like 15 mil. I think, he could have been a good, transitional move to have as a backup player. But again, he's still fairly young. He wants to play, first team football, and Monaco's not too bad of a club as well. So I think that's a really good move for him. But yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting season for Liverpool. I think my personal predictions on where they're going to be placed within the major cups, let's say. So of course they've got the the Community Shield against Man City this Saturday. I do see Liverpool winning. I don't know if it's going to be on penalties or if it's going to be a case overall, but I do see Liverpool winning that game. It's going to be great to see Nunes versus Haaland. I think that's going to be really interesting to see, and how they compete against each other, especially as a new front lineup for both teams. But again, I think that Liverpool will pip Man City for this. With the Premier League, I do hope that we do win the Premier League. But again, it's going to be against Man City. It's going to be so tough, especially how it went down to the wire, literally to the wire with 1 point last season. I think the Champions League, I don't see us winning this, unfortunately. I think Bayern have strengthened up quite a lot. I do see Bayern winning this, or maybe potentially Real Madrid again. Unfortunately, I don't want them to, especially how much they're going to be in the lead within the Champions Leagues. And then I do see us winning the FA Cup again. FA Cup is one of those ones where we haven't won it in a very long time, but again, we did win it last season. I do see us winning the FA Cup this season, and not less the Carabao. So I do see us taking like 2 trophies in the bag, or even 3. I do hope so, 3, including like the Premier League and the FA Cup, as well as the Community Shield. So it's going to be an exciting season for Liverpool overall. But what I'll do is, I'll do another analysis potentially for another team tomorrow, maybe on Man City. I think that'll be a good option. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, we're coming to the end of the video. Thank you so much as always. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.